Hello there, Sorry from 17 once again, back in training mode, back on Street Fighter 4. This is credit feeding, Fightstickery, blah 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 blah, getting better with the controller, getting better at the game, getting better at a lot of things. This is post getting brutally mauled earlier in the multiplayer, which was a great experience, and I look forward to more of it, but at this moment in time, I'm going to stay in here for a little bit, record some episodes of this, and show some of the stuff that I'm working on currently, excuse me, and some of the links that I'm learning to understand. So, you might remember before, I was having trouble linking an exclusive combo to Seth, which is close fierce kick into close fierce punch, like that. It is a one frame link, and the problem I was having with it is I wasn't doing it during a tandem, like that. That combo only works on Seth. And it's hilarious because on PC, my timing's fucking immaculate with this. I was having a ton of success, but the difference between console and PC is actually quite staggering. I have much better timing on PC, and I don't know if it's because PC is faster or there's less latency to my monitor. I don't know what it is, but the timing is really different. Not to make excuses, I'm dropping these because these are tough links. It's a one frame link that's 2 frames if you get the blink right, which has took me 3 attempts to get that right. There we go. But I'm practicing that one for those Seth mirrors that I'll never have because nobody plays Seth, people are smarter than that. And then for everybody else, there's a tricky one which you have to tandem first, which is that, which I just missed again. There you go. Which is Y, whatever that punch is, like middle punch, into fierce. And if you blink it, you stand a better chance of getting it. I don't know why I did that. Again, I'm doing the wrong link. I apologise, guys. My brain it's early. It's much earlier than I'm used to. There we go. That one. Again, I'm fucking missing my dive kick. It's terrible. It's really high damage. That is one of the most high damage combos for Seth if you can land it. Right, look. No need to use 297. Obviously, some of those hits probably count as counter because for some reason, when you're in training mode, a lot of your hits count as counter hits, but I've never really understood. So that is my damage dealer that I want to do outside of just doing that. That is the easiest bread and butter high damage move, which is the one I should really do because it's the easiest. And you know, you go for whatever's easiest to do good damage, but I don't want to be the kind of player that just does the same move. I want to be able to do a lot of moves and mix it up and stuff. Another one you can only do with tandem effectively is jump back punch, because that's exactly what I wanted, is this one, which I fucked up because I'm amazing. What I'll do, guys, is I'll edit out all the bullshit in this one just to show you the example, so I'm not wasting a ton of your time. That was it, but I didn't think it was going to land, so I didn't do the follow-up. That's not even what I wanted to do. Another one on PC, I have no trouble doing. And you might be saying, well, Chris, why don't you play on PC? Well, I don't have Steam. My dad's reached 50 and he started putting the heating on it all the time for no other reason than because his bones are cold. The next bread and butter I've been working on a ton is from a jump attack, be it that, or on the PC, that, because that is a much better move on PC, that one. I go into crouching jab, into close fierce, into kicks, like that. As you can see, very damaging. Getting after a jumping attack is a little trickier to do though, because dropping the plink is something I need to definitely work on, much like the step kick there. I think I'm going to start double tapping the steps to make sure it comes out, because my timing on it is just not good enough apparently. There was a missed plink. I don't know what happened then. Maybe I did it too fast. That was bad. That was bad too. That was good. That's what I want. So that's something I'm going to be practicing a ton so that my execution gets better with it. Because that's the way you win. Get better execution, become a better player. But a lot of the timing differences between console and PC are a matter of frames, but it's enough to make a really big difference. You wouldn't think it would, but it does. That I always do the kick. Do you see the input there? Down, duh, and then kick before left. Which means I'm doing it too fast. And it's one of those things I can't seem to get out of doing. When I do it in any other situation, any other link, I'm fine. Doesn't affect me whatsoever. That was bad. There you go, better. Not a problem whatsoever. But nailed it. But when I do it in this sequence, for some reason, that was just terrible to begin with. See? There it was. I have to consciously make an effort to stop doing that because it's a terrible habit and it doesn't work. Again. There we go. And I think it's because of the position I'm on. I know it sounds like excuses, folks, but I don't want it to be this way. It's just my stick is not flat. It's tilted forward on like a 35-degree angle because I'm sat on a bed that has fucking memory foam. So the edges of it sink. So instead of it being a flat surface where I can have myself flat on it, I'm teetering off the edge of it because that's the way I play games and what have you. So the stick is not like at a neutral position, and I think what I'm doing is I'm going to where left would be if it was flat. That feels like I'm holding left, but as you see on the input, I'm holding that bottom corner instead of that. And I think it's just lack of experience, lack of comfortability with the gate, and my position a little bit that's making me drop it a lot. And it's not something that I can't adjust to, it's just something I'm conscious of. I mean, that's just bad timing. That was better, but still, it's not as good as it needs to be, and I need to practice it. I should be doing that because that is, realistically, like the only thing you'll ever really do with that, because you don't have enough meter to do any more than what you just saw. You can also, of course, do that one, which is kind of interesting. That one does work, but I find it's tricky to land. Didn't even do my step kicks then. Interesting. What else? You can also do that move into Dragon Punch. But I find with this, if I'm ever going to get super by accident, it's doing this. Or just not getting it at all. There we go. Which is an alternative way of doing it, but in my opinion, I think that's an inferior version because I'm less comfortable with it, and every so often you'll be like, you'll get to that hit and you'll go, and of course it gives it me first time, but like that. Not only does that, I mean that had never happened because of course the first hit there was EX, which would drain meter if we were playing relay. One thing I've been messing about with on right hand side Dragon Punches, because I'm comfortable with the first one but not the second ones, afterwards you can kind of just do that in the corner and you're guaranteed to almost hit them like that. It's not clean and it's not an execution that you want. You would much rather want to be doing like that, which even sounds better, but in a pinch, if you're not comfortable with it, it's better to you know, get something you are comfortable with. So that is one alternative, but on this side, I can get it every time as it's supposed to be done, or I feel like how it's meant to be done anyway, because it's just comfortable, more comfortable. I favour that side, it's weird. Pad I favoured that side, stick I favour this side, so weird. Another thing I've been trying to do is get better at doing the ultra from the right hand side, because this particular ultra goes down to right twice. It's on my weaker side of doing it, so I've been doing this, and I've been trying to, like that, trying to time it where I buffer the first quarter circle at the end of the animation and the second quarter circle as I'm free to do something, because if you try and buffer it too early, it doesn't come out like that, and if you buffer it too late, it'll miss, or you'll not do it because you get a teleport, because everybody wants to teleport, because teleport's such a fucking amazing button that I always get when I don't want. But good practice anyway, just in case. Oh, that wasn't good. Felt good. Interesting, maybe I'm doing it too soon. There we go. But to show you the example of the difference in being comfortable, on this side, obviously that'll never hit because you have to be cornered for that to be a functional thing. But on the side I'm comfortable, every time. See what I mean? I'm way more comfortable on that side than I am on the other, which is a problem, which means I need to practice this side, but I'm just nowhere near. I can if I'm more deliberate, and even then more deliberate didn't work. It's tricky, very tricky. I think that one's easy to get for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Oops. There's just something about it. And feasibly, it's the same thing you would do if you were doing your ultra. But tricky stuff. It's all about practice. It's all about getting in tune with it. Amazing. Like that, which is fun and interesting to do. Anything else? One thing I've seen people do with Seth is they do that into Dragon Punch, and I find that really tricky to do. See what I mean? You go for Dragon Punch, you get a fucking super because it relaxed inputs. That would never happen on First Strike, because you're holding. Because the problem is you've got to be fast because it's confirmed. But if you're too fast, you get that! Like, I just don't get that at all. Oh my god. Like, it's so annoying. And you can't just go from down to right after the kick, because then you'll just do a Dragon Punch. Or a Dragon Punch, what the fuck am I about? A Sonic Boom, sorry. Which is not what you want. So you've got to go from down, forward. Like, can you go? I don't even know. Unless you fucking mash and you go. Oh no. That was meant to be directional down forward twice. I can't even do that shit. There you go. But that's what it is, in essence. And there you go, you try and get the additional ones, and you get fucking super. So it's one of those moves that, unless I'm in a match and I don't have full super to get that bullshit, I'd probably never do. Because look at that, that's 169 with the lightest Dragon Punch. Oh, I'll get a teleport if I do heavy, great. 189 if I do heaviest. So best case scenario, it's under 200 damage, and that's after that kick. And then if I were to do, I can't do it on this, but kick into heavy on PC, on Ultra, is more damage than what you just saw, and that's so much harder to do, because it's more inputs, it's more things to make a mistake with. It's a little bit similar to the punch into that. That's three moves there for 252. But you can do 2 moves and get very similar damage, which is nowhere near as tricky, because linking that to that is not the easiest thing in the world, because as you saw, he blocked it. That was fine. That wasn't. Very, very particular kind of link, and the easiest way I find to do it is to be kind of deliberate with your presses. And if I had a camera, I could show you my hands to show you what I'm doing, but imagine I'm very delicately trying to press one and then another, almost pantomimely how I'm doing it, really emphasising the difference in the buttons. Of course you can blink it like that, and it's easier because you get that extra bit of advantage on it. But it's just extra to mess up. You'll see me do this a lot when I go low, high into that, because sometimes, I might go middle, boom, 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 like that. That is a link that I can do almost every single time on PC. But on this version, whatever reason, maybe I'm just having a shit day today, I can't land it. And you can just go high, boom, boom, like that. That'd link. Like that. Not as much damage, of course, not as fancy, but it links so much easier than if you were to do the down, up, like that. See what I mean? Dropped it. So much easier to... But it's all about, you know, do you want function or do you want style, or do you just want to have fun? And for me, I want to try and do as many different things as I can. So what I've been trying to do anyhow is, for instance, they're in the corner or they come down after the step kicks in the air. I'm on the ground waiting for them. I do a meaty that, which, did I not set him to, shit, wrong button. I thought I set him to block. Oh no, no block, shit. There we go. So meaty that as he lands into that. But to do it fast is kind of tricky, and in the space, because what I want to do is obviously corners, best case scenario. No, I can't get it. Like that. That's the kind of thing I want to really do with it, which is to keep them guessing high and low, because at any point of that I could get a hit, and when you get a hit, well, I can't do it obviously when he's blocking everything, but for instance, you get one of those lows to hit, you can mess your blink up, and you can confirm it into something good. That was terrible. And I'm always practicing SPDs, because SPDs come in wonders for resets and for getting people on the ground and things. What else have I been doing? From this position, you might remember this move. I've done it a few times. There's another way of doing that, which is... I just messed it up because I'm amazing. You do 2. No, you don't. Try it on this side. Nope, no, you're not. Bad execution. There we go. Like that. So the difference being is, on that move, if you do 3 step kicks, the third one will put him into an unhittable state, which is what you don't want, unless you're going for something fancy, which I can never do, but I'll try. So, and I didn't get the jump. Amazing. There you go. Again. Like that. So that is a really good use for Ultra. It doesn't do great damage and they can fall out of it like he did then, but it looks really beast. I saw Dashio do that, who, if you know your Street Fighter players, Dashio is one of the best Seths in the world. He's a Japanese Seth who unfortunately doesn't make it out to a lot of tournaments, so we don't really know how good he really is outside of Topanga. But I saw him do that and it was... I just thought it looked badass, and then I practiced a little bit to do it, and it's one of those where for every time it works really good, there's a time where it just doesn't work at all, and they don't take enough damage. Like when you do that... Oh, bollocks, wrong button. Oh wow, there you go. Exactly what I wanted. Ah, I'm terrible. Again. Maybe I'm buffering it too soon. Shit. There we go. So watch this. It looks interesting, but it does nothing. Admittedly, that did a lot more than it normally does. Not too sure why, actually. Seems a little bit dodgy. So you see that kick? You can cancel that on the first hit. Like, who the fuck is ever going to do that? It seems like such a strange thing to cancel. I don't know. Maybe it could be useful. It seems bizarre. It'd be nice if you could cancel it. Can you, No, I don't think you can. Can you, No, you can't. You can't cancel it into anything good. Whoa. Oh, I've got something on here. What the fuck is that? No, don't want that on. Whatever that is, turn that off. How do you turn turbo off? Off! No! Turn off! Fucker! I don't know what that does. Ah, it's off. Thank God. You see that shit? It did like a million inputs when I held it. That is not what you want at all. I did not even realise that that was a thing. When did I press that? Wow. So that's annoying, because that's a failed plink that's giving me that. And if I do that, I can only link that with that, which is a failed move. Light into light. Again. Why is it so much harder on console, that move? I don't get it. I'm sure somebody who knows a lot more than I do will tell me why I find it more difficult here than I do on PC.